So we're on. We've established 11 plugs.
Welcome back to the Cape Route Rally. It is 2025 and we are still on the hunt for some of the toughest 4x4 tracks in South Africa. This time we take on two of the toughest tracks in the Western Cape, the Hex River Pass, and we return for redemption to Johnny se Poort. In the convoy we have Louie with his 79 series cruiser. Anthony is rocking a new red GQ build called Ruby, Dieter and the media team in the Hilux, Johan with his trusty Prado, JP from the V8 shop in his GQ Patrol, Andries with his Nissan Defender, Yaku in the Grey Patrol, Henny showing us up with his fairly standard Hilux, Travis is back from the UK and he brought his own 79 series cruiser across the ocean. The second UK team has Chris behind the wheel of the 105 series cruiser. Jason returns with his Y62 Patrol. Pietros from CPP is back with his GQ Patrol. Dino is representing Burnco with his Land Rover Discovery. We have a third Hilux on this trip, Groenie, driven by Willem. And finally, Pierre with the biggest rig here in his Jeep on 40-inch tyres. This episode was made possible by Terrain Tamer Africa and Freight Factory, along with D-Stone, Max Trek, Motor Village, Kennedy Tools, Jackery, Loki Thor and Powerflow Salt River. It is morning of day 3 on the Cape Route Rally. It was extremely hot yesterday. Yesterday was mostly scenic driving or just traveling to Johnny se Poort area. And we did one difficult section going up the mountain, and we got here just at sunset, which is early for us. We're not usual to that, but the heat just exhausted everyone, so everyone just tapped out. They were extremely tired, had dinner and fell asleep.
No issue with the motor except for the aircon stopped working. 40-degree heat yesterday, that was a killer. Nicely burnt for the sun.
Andries and Uwe were busy fixing the landy. There was something with the injectors that had an issue there, so they spent a lot of time last night to fix those injectors.
Yeah, we had some fun to do last night. We had some a misfire and the car was, so we pulled the injectors and see if we could get some dirt in them, and we flushed them out a bit. We changed some spark plugs, we checked all the spark leads, and then we went for a test drive and we found the car just cuts out, totally lights, everything just dies, and we found the live wires shaped through between the body and the gearbox, so we quickly had to sort that out quickly, and now we're on again. We're running on 7 cylinders, not 8, but 7 is enough.
We also lost a lot of tyres yesterday. There was something like in the realms of 10 tyres. We lost 6 Maxxis tyres, we lost a BF, we lost, Travis lost one of his tyres, Louie lost one of his tyres. So lots of plugs were used and lots of tyres were demolished. So JP's organised a set of new tyres to come through today. Before you Johnny se Poort. So there's a whole bunch of tyres. Hopefully it works out coming through so that the guys can attempt Johnny se Poort. Gaan jy Johnny se Poort uitry?
Nee, dankie meneer. Nie vandag nie. Jo, wel verseker dat ons nommer 1 is die geel Jeep. Hy's verseker contender. Wie het ons nog? Travis, verseker gaan Travis gaan opgaan. Kan opgaan, is potensiaal goed. Wie het ons nog? Die Land Rover Dino for sure, JP for sure, Andries for sure.
Are you ready for Johnny se Poort?
No. We'll see how it goes. We'll pack some rocks and see what it looks like.
Dan is our maybe is Jason met die patrol. So Jason kan sal kyk of hy sy selfvertroue kan opgebou kry soos die manne gaan. So hy stem dit, maar ek dink hy sien weer agter.
So just told the Englishman after he put some small little shoes on that looked like he was going to go for a jog that he needs Johnny se Poort boots on. So now he's pulled out his size 13 boots with his socks. But Johnny se Poort, Louie even has a special compartment in his car where he pulls out his boots. So then you know the going's going to get tough. Boots for Johnny se Poort.
Yeah, let's see. We're going to pack up and start making our way to Johnny se Poort.
Welcome to Johnny se Poort. She is still intimidating, even to me. Okay, so guys, you're all experienced. It's not that bad. We'll be there to help you. We'll pack some rocks. We'll make a road. We'll make it happen. We've got everything. Just don't do something silly. Don't overdo it. Rather do it over. Okay. Right, boys, and then there's just one other thing. There's no way that you can talk Johnny's up. You need to drive it up. So let's do it. We can do it. You can do it. You're the man. Chop.
Australia's got some serious tracks. It's just this just dangerously loose terrain here, and the boulders are gigantic. I've never seen nothing like this other than on rock crawler videos. You know, like when you're trying to. This is like, I see why you guys are running 37s.
Are you a bit nervous to try this trail?
Yeah. Definitely was on my mind last night. But then again, the trails you took us on the last few days, you know, they were intense. But I'm looking up there thinking one small wrong move and you're a goner. One small move and you're a goner.
Amen. Thank you. Okay, boys, this is it. It's the moment of truth.
It is the time we've all been waiting for. Time to tackle Johnny's Poort. But first, we have to conquer the gatekeeper, another steep and rocky climb which lays between us and the start of Johnny's Poort trail. Last time, we didn't have any issues getting up here, but things have changed.
Nou moet ons maar wow, nou moet ons die kant toe trek.
Oh. After the gatekeeper has selected who may attempt Johnny's Poort, the team arrived at the start of the climb. The nerves are setting in as they see this monster of a climb up close. And first up, we have Louie from DSX in his 79 Series Land Cruiser.
Louie,
Yes, sir.
You're the first person driving Johnny's Poort. How's it feeling?
Well, not too intimidating, but the loose gravel is gonna be a workout. So, and Johnny's got the last say, but we're gonna ask anyway.
Good luck.
Thank you.
So Louie is the first to attempt Johnny's Poort. He's got about a third of the way up, got a bit stuck here. Yeah, let's see. I'm standing, what, 3 meters away from him? Look how much higher up he is than me. This is mental.
Ja, hij is achter jou, hij is klaar achter jou. Laat je nog wat aan. Hou gewoon zo eens onder die bladveer.
Op je bladveer achter.
I didn't think it was possible, and somehow Louie always makes it possible, so he proves us that it's possible, which I think gives people some confidence. I'm not going to get overconfident from that for me, so I'm going to sit right here where I am. I've had enough nightmares about this place, but no, really, it was amazing to see it being done, because I honestly did not think it was possible. So up next we've got JP. Let's see what he can do.
I don't know what to think. I'm gonna see how it feels behind the steering wheel. You know, I don't know how it feels. Dit is moeilijk, maar die klipie wat Louie nou geskuif het hierso, my nou uitgevang. So ons moet 'n bietjie pad bou weer. Sien jy weer?
Is op?
Kom Petrus.
Is op, maar is lekker. Dit is wat ek nodig het. Oh,
Nice.
ons om amper daar, kyk daar. Amper daar.
Jy het hierso al die traction, as jy met jou linker voorwiel nou daar opklim en jy kom hier weer. Ja, ek wil net hierdie ene skuif die agterkant gaan op. Oh yes. Ja.
Trav, are you trying to sabotage your own truck?
I got worried for just a second. Yeah, it was a big. You even let Reese go out the motor.
Grab, tell Dieter what you're thinking.
I've said. The videos don't give it justice at all. You can't even, if someone asks you what gradient it is, I mean, you can't tell. Like, 1 minute it's severe, and then it's severe, and then it's severer, and then it's severe, and then it's severe, and then it's severe, and then it's severe. That's the only way you can explain it. There's no in between. Like.
Tell me, what did you say about this? Would you drive it up with a 105? What makes this route so tricky?
No problem. Basically, get a good run up, sort of fourth gear. You know, don't come off boost. Yeah, no problem. Just straight to the top. Yeah, right. I had enough trouble climbing up here. So.
You said if it's a solid rock, you would do it.
Yeah, it's the loose gravel just will rob you of all momentum. So, yeah, you've got to have a big pair of balls to come up here. And driving it's a different story.
Next up, we have Andries with his Nissan Defender.
We're up next to take on Johnny's balls. Johnny's Poort. We'll see how it goes. We've packed some rocks, we've lit the air of the tyres, lockers are locked, spare wheels locked, phones locked, everything's locked if we can lock. So we'll see how far we get. Yes! Yee! One go! Nice, Andries! One go, meneer! Woo! High five! Well done, meneer. One go. Okay, Andries, sorry, impromptu. How do you feel? That was fun. How did you feel? Nice to see the months of preparation and building the car and the petrol drivetrain, everything came together and worked perfectly and awesomely. The car can take a beating now with all these loose rocks and steps and stuff. That was fun.
And he pedalled it flipping well. I tell you, it's scary up there, but he pedalled it well, bounced a couple of things. We didn't have a correct line, but what a flipping exhilaration to come to the top after all that work. Well done, buddy.
Yeah, thanks for everything.
I've never ever seen anything like this.
Giving you second thoughts?
No. It's just a sheer drop on the other side.
Next up, we've got Pierre with his monster Jeep. As he was lining himself up to tackle Johnny's, his 40-inch tyre caught a rock and sliced the tyre clean open. Do you think the disco will make it up?
I don't know. It's a bit heavy, but short. But I'll have a look and see. If it feels good, I'll try. Otherwise, I'll see.
Dino with his disco did exactly that. He gave this climb 3 solid attempts and then opted to back down. The 33-inch tyres just didn't have the clearance he needed to get up and over the first set of rock steps.
Still got no words. Yeah, it's gnarly, is the word. Yeah. Beyond gnarly.
Well, all the best.
I just hope I can get up and not stop halfway up and on the winch. Because that's you'll be a sitting duck on the handbrake as well as your foot brake.
Cool.
I don't like the appeal of backing back down, but
See how we go.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
What did you do, Travis?
I've run out of spare wheels. I'm fucking pissed off. I really wanted to do it, you know. What you meant to say, eh?
While Travis repairs his tyre, Pierre takes a second stab at the climb. That snap you just heard was the right rear side shot of the Jeep snapping. That was Pierre's second and final attempt, and Johnny's wins this battle. While Pierre clears the way for others to attempt this climb, Andries brings down a spare tyre off of Louie's Land Cruiser for Travis to use.
I see why petrols have an advantage up here, because you can be high up in the rev range, keeping it keen. And obviously these diesels like to be a bit lower.
So what's the next plan now?
Do what Louie did, try and hit it in second and then slap to first.
Okay.
But after a few runs in first, just to get my bearings up that first bit, because once you get that through that climb, you got like that disco did.
But where you stopped on the left, where you should have carried on, you got to keep so far left there now.
Yeah.
Okay. Because your right wheel won't go over there, that step. Got to go almost on the edge.
It's steering on the way out. Even the steering wheel comes out your hands.
It's pushing everywhere.
Yeah, like honestly, like I was holding on to it and it was just flinging around. Like if you had your hands in the wrong position, it'd break your finger. Like that's how much the steering wheel gets launched out your hands.
If you can close the holes, that you don't bounce when you hit it with momentum, because you need to pick up as much speed as you can over this loose stuff. I'd rather go too fast here and tap off at the steps, because here you need momentum. As soon as your wheels jump, you just tap off a bit, and when you've got traction again, you can hit it again. But you need some momentum on this. This is ball bearings. You've got no traction on this. So you need some. Go far back as you can and carry some momentum.
Nervous because obviously the other vehicles, how many vehicles gone up now? 6?
4, I think.
4, and 2 others have tried it, and it's the hole on the first section's 3 foot deep, so it was only about a foot, and on that right hand side I've got to try and get up there. I'm on smaller tyres, but no excuses. Let's do it.
That was a good run. That was a very good run.
I've got my winch unfolded on the go, ready to go, so you just have to unreel it off the headlights.
Just gonna help you with the winch, and we're gonna get you on top.
My winch is ready to go, mate. You just got to unreel it off the lights.
There we go, na 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 na. There we go, na 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 na.
We tried it.
You sing on your diff.
I don't know what. I don't know if I've done a rear shaft or I've done a CV.
Front CV.
Is
Yeah.
it?
The weight and sheer steepness of this climb was causing trouble at the top of the track. The anchor vehicles which Travis's winch was hooked onto was being pulled down the side of the mountain, and the loose rocky terrain was making this recovery extra difficult. There was very little space and limited traction to maneuver vehicles up on this track, but slowly they were making progress. Eventually we managed to winch Travis up the mountain, and he was the final vehicle to attempt Johnny's Poort. Out of the 12 vehicles on this event, only 7 was brave enough to attempt this climb, and out of that 7 there were only 4 who made it up Johnny's Poort. If you didn't have a twin locking setup with a minimum of a 35-inch tyre, you would not have made it up this route. This is truly a challenge and a test for both man and machine.
Wow, Johnny's Poort. Videos never do justice. They always say that, but in this case, it's a very true story. It is extremely steep, loose gravel, a bit of everything.
I've never experienced terrain like this. This is something like there was 10 tyres between us all done on this trip. I done 2. The 105 that I rent out for people to use, that's done 2 tyres. You know, the list goes on between everybody. It's almost, you know, like when you see the pictures of them crossing Mars or somewhere like that. The terrain is like, it's just rocky and shaly and sharp and everything. In fact, one sec. Everything's like this. So like that's just cut my finger there. So like that's how sharp, and obviously when you're going past and it's just digging straight in, and then before you know it, there's another tyre gone, and you can't avoid, you can't see all the stones, so you're trying to avoid the bigger, sharper ones, but you cannot see the little ones, and they get lifted and then caught between the tyres and the edges of the trail.
We've got 3.5 out of 7 that made it up Johnny's. We've got the first ever, we've got 2 Land Cruiser pickups, 79 series pickups up Johnny's. And Johnny's is not for a Land Cruiser. So thumbs up to the Land Cruisers. JP and Andries, that they perform. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Ek het hom nou voor Andries gery en ons het hom gevat Peter saam met my. Ons het hom 'n bietjie gestoot. Momente was daar, lyne was daar. Toe bo kom tot Louie klip. 'n meter en 'n half voor ons.
Die klip nie 'n berg, 'n rots.
Okay, dit is 'n berg. Dit is massive. En ek en Peter kyk vir ons is hier is die lyn nie. Ons kan nou nergens gaan nie. Stop. Peter sê stop. JP, ons moet stop want daar's die lyn. Dis 'n berg voor ons kan nergens gaan nie.
'n meter hoë rots.
Ja. En wel, ek het al my so vertroue in die pedaal opgebou. So toe dink ek, weet jy wat, ek gaan die klip terugskuif tot waar hy was.
Met die voordop.
Maar dit het nie gewerk. Dit is toe staan er net so.
Going up, it's somewhere you kind of get the feeling we're not supposed to be here, but we're gonna go. We're gonna go up. Lockers, bead locks got us there. We had to do some line choice changes, but furthermore than that, it was a great drive. We got up successfully, and I think we're just adding to the list of cars that have conquered Johnny's Poort.
Then Andries came, and Andries also didn't know what to expect, and he also runs into the surprise, but let me tell you, he jumped out of that with 4 wheels up in the air and get the traction, get the grip, and he's done it in record time, 1 shot up Johnny's. Woohoo! Andries, you're the man.
Andries het hom 1 shot gedoen. Andries, this is well done. Hy het hom gevat van onder af, bo uit, obviously dieselfde lyn toe wat ek gevat het daar bo waar hy klip was.
Yeah, and then of course we had to struggle with Travis. Travis loses right front puncture, and we needed to organize him a new spare wheel. So we, Andries again. Andries, he is the man. Andries took my spare and bring it down Johnny's again to Travis. Travis, they could have changed the spare then. And then the next moment we see this red monster coming up Johnny's.
Okay, I didn't make it right the way to the top, but it's a milestone to even make it where we made it to. So, am I overwhelmed and happy? Yeah. Flew all the way here to do this, you know. And would I do it again? Yeah. This time I want to make it fully to the top. I will make it to the top. I'll be more prepared next time.
So yeah, and that's about it for the day. It was an awesome day. The Jeep, unfortunately, broke a side shaft. First a flat wheel, loses a tire. We changed that. Then on the second attempt, he loses his right rear side shaft. Broken off, cast to, gone.
So behind me here is PV's Jeep, and well, this is the aftermath of Johnny's Poort. This is the, what side shaft? Side shaft, which is now in bits, completely snapped off. I mean, this isn't a thin side shaft either. No. Yep, Johnny's Poort won this battle.
Dino tried in his disco. He gave it 3 shots, he gave it his best, but he's on 33s. And the way Johnny's deteriorated, for now, seems like 33s is not an option. 35s, that's what you need now to get up Johnny's. On my rig, if it wasn't for the max track tires for the grip, we had to build the road. Some places I didn't have the ground clearance. It hooked on every rock it comes across. The one stage I couldn't get up, and they pack a couple of rocks under the places that hooked, and just a normal pull away and the car just on a crawl, low power, it just go. So the grip definitely were there. The tires did its job, so I'm so happy.
Ek is verbaas dat ek met die kar oorgekom het. Ek het daar onder gestaan. My handjie het so gemaak. Ek was senuweeagtig. Ek was lanklaas so geweest. Ek het kompetisies gery hoe baie en ek het lanklaas so gevoel. Ek was bang. Ek was bang vir hom te kom sien. En ek het hom geklim en ek het besluit ek is hier, ek gaan nou ry. Ek het hom alles gegee wat ek het.
But listen, all that aside, what an amazing trip. Cape Route Rally have really pulled their selves together, and bloody every time, mate, every time it's the most awesome trips I've ever been on. So keep it up, guys.
It's adrenaline, as always. Cape Route Rally, baby, all day. It's new terrain. It's a challenge.
Johnny's is still the king. He's the one that says who go and who don't. Today, he's the winner. 3.5 out of 7. That's it. Maybe next time we'll get up more.
Day 5 on the Cape Route Rally. Here we are after wild camping. Beautiful scenery, mountains behind us. Lots of breakages. So first thing this morning, Pierre's Brown FJ arrived with Louie's son and Duncan, and they've brought the welding machines and they're busy welding his side shaft. Yeah, just action on all levels. Most of the guys now have had some food and some coffee, and now we're getting ready to get on the road. But this whole trip, I've been looking forward to testing one product. Our Loki Thought jump start. And they told us it could start a V8. So let's see if this is possible. Hey! I think that's been my favorite product review thus far. And we were down to 1 bar battery, and we've had this thing with us for 5 days, and it's been working.
After all the morning repairs have been completed and the MTech sat phone was used to call the flatbed for the Jeep, the rest of the team headed out to the end destination of the rally.
Panrod bar, snap. Apparently it doesn't happen unless you need. So, not the first one I've ever snapped.
Welcome to
Hence, another upgrade has come into another patrol.
Been 5 days, 4 nights. We have hit the trails hard. I've never experienced as many breakdowns and punctures as we have had. Almost everyone has made it to the finish, and the finish is here at Oasis in the Cederberg. We're having a lovely lunch and we're taking it easy before everyone sort of goes their separate ways. There are a few guys who dropped out early. There are a few guys who had to bring cars along, but man, did the trip. It was exciting. It did not disappoint. All the people, all the gears, all the elements were there. It really, really was fantastic.
If you look at some of the previous trips, you think, yes, this was the best one. And then this one comes.
Beste stuk was seker ekstra 4 pas. Ek het nie gedink ek gaan daar uitkom nie. Maar met die regte leiding van Louie en almal in die span is ek daar uit. Dankie tog en die kar is heel.
But of course, for technical driving, I must say, Cederberg produced. Cederberg is a very hectic technical trail, and wheel placement, track reading, see where you go, that's crucial.
Dan Cederberg was 'n bucket list. Dit was wat ek graag wou kom doen dit. Hier het baie jare terug gedoen. Ek dink hy het moeiliker geraak, want ek kan onthou. Kon nou die Land Rover bo uit kry. Ag, nee, die Land Rover het also doen ja op hom. So alles is heel, maar het was baie lekker route geweest ook.
The trail was really good. It was a long trail. It had a lot of variance to it. And that's where I really felt like I got to grips with this red lorry of mine, which it's done pretty well. I've had a few small issues, but I guess almost everybody has. But it's still here and it's still going well. So I'm very, very chuffed with it. And it's been an amazing time in another patrol.
Voertuig baie mooi gedra. Ek moet sê Hilux, hy werk. Hy mag net Hilux tyres ontwerp. Verder is daar geen fout nie.
About 45 minutes up the road, I broke the rear panrod bar, and the rear wheels were sort of doing that inside the body. And these guys are MacGyvers. Like people talk about bush mechanics. I mean, within 10 minutes, this thing was fixed. They had taken an axe and sawed off the head of the axe and used this as a bar for the panrod to go into, and then drilled through it and put some nuts in, and poof, I'm back on the road. It was amazing to see.
Touch wood, hy loop nog, geen pyn gehad nie, alles nog reg. So nee, die land het mooi gedra die keer. Een verandering, groter wiele. 35, dalk miskien 37 moet gaan, maar ek het wiele nodig.
Come and join us. Cape Route Rally if you want action, if you want it adrenaline rush, if you want to meet good, nice people, this is the place to be.
My eerste trip op die Cape Route Rally, baie lekker geweest. Dis 'n lekker groep ouens, almal kom saam. Daar's nie niggles of niksie. Dit ek nogal waardeer. Almal help mekaar. Lekker groep ouens met mekaar, kuier lekker, ry lekker. Ek het regtig baie geniet.
If anybody else wants to do Cape Route Rally, all they need to do is get in contact with Freight Factory, and then they will handle the whole situation from a carnated passage to shipping the vehicle from England to South Africa and onwards to wherever you want. And I highly recommend that you do it because there's so much to see and do here. And
so big year ahead. We've now done the first of 8 featured events, and next up is our Gravel Kings drag race. That's 15-16 March. So the 15th is the practice and the qualifying, and the 16th is the race, like the finals. It's high horsepower only, so you may only enter, and we will pre-qualify you based on your applicant, with a vehicle that is modified, right? So we want to see stuff that is completely over the top. Then we go into a classic car rally. Then we go overseas to Germany and Belgium to drive the Nürburgring and to drive Spa-Francorchamps. And then we come back and we do a few more 4x4 events, and then we've got a supercar event, so supercars and sports cars, and then we end off with a very, very cool version of our Desert and Diamonds tour. So there is so much more to come for this year. We are super excited. We're very thankful to all our sponsors and partners that have helped, and we want you to follow us for the journey.
Cape Route Rally 2025, first one, done and dusted.